Hi, tonight we're going to talk a little more about plot, and this is Richard's creative writing. So tonight I'm just gonna take a minute and discuss the elements of plot. And plot is, if you can imagine in the back of your mind, nothing but a ladder, say a 12-step ladder. At the bottom, what you've got is the first element, and that is creating or setting the stage. Then, as you move up the ladder, there's different steps you take until you get to the top of the ladder, which is the climax. And then that's the funniest part, or that's what the audience is waiting for. That's what is keeping people awake while they're reading your book. And then there's just the slide down, and that's the last element um, to the end of the story. So, what we want to do in the first element is just to create a background. It's like sitting in a stage and stage curtains open and you describe in detail what you see on the stage. Um, then as you move up the ladder, your the plot is expanding just a little bit. And if you can remember in the videos last night, um, I think we're watching an English comedy. Uh, there were some things that were going on that were putting questions in the back of the reader's mind. What was going to happen next? Uh, the broader the details, the more time it was going to take. Sometimes you can go up the ladder quick and or slow, depending on what details you have in your story. And then um, if you feel like it's just not moving along as fast as you'd like to, then you'd want to cut some of the climb to the ladder, uh, some of those steps out until you get up there to the climax faster. It's also like climbing a mountain. Um, there's some climbers that have climbed Mount Everest, and they start at the base camp and they go up, and of course the climax is getting to the very top of the mountain, and then no one really uh, has much information about how they get down, but hopefully they get back down safely. But there are some points where they have to stop and camp before they get to the top, and then they have to get more oxygen. I don't know how many spots or times they have to stop before they. Uh, I think their last time that they camp is um, not very far from the top, but they're suffering from oxygen deprivation, so it takes a lot longer to get to the top. But there's so much going on. I mean, they're suffering from physical symptoms and ailments that you can explain. I mean, you compare that to writing a story. That the more details, the more you're going to keep the writer's attention, and then finally to the climax, they get to the top. So that's a good way to envision it too. So any kind of a metaphor, something you can uh, put inside your head and give you a little bit of outline for the plot. So that's the end of the plot. And tomorrow we'll talk about another subject about writing. And thank you for watching.